Now, let's look at the way Democrats like to do things. If you have a strong and large middle class, of course they're going to be spending. They're going to have, if they have money, they'll have the ability to make sound economic decisions, which would be good for their family, good for the community. And of course, when you're paying for services and goods, that's going to create jobs. It's going to help small businesses, medium-sized businesses, and large businesses throughout the supply chain, the manufacturing chain, the logistics chain, all the way through to the basic entry-level worker and up to the owners and the shareholders. Now, on the other hand, if you in the Republican way of doing things, if you have too many people collecting or hoarding in a way too much money, a lot of that they might just put to say into mutual funds or into securities. And the way they think in Silicon Valley is that the crowd, the intelligence of the crowd is greater than that of the individual. So if you have a few people making decisions with so much money, and if you look at, there are people with, billionaires, someone with $10 billion, and there's quite a few people like that now in America, they would have, if I'm looking here, and you can calculate the average net worth for an American, a middle-aged American, from 45 to 54 is about $84,000. Now that's so if you divided 10 billion, a person with $10 billion would have the same net worth as about 118,000 average Americans, middle-aged Americans. And the wealthiest person in America, which according to Forbes is Bill Gates. He has 81 billion, and he would have nearly the net worth of a million, about 950 to 960,000 average middle-aged Americans. And so can that one person really, what can they really do with that much money? Can they efficiently handle it? They're basically just saving it, compared to if you have that money in the hands of the middle class and people who need it, who need to spend it much more than a billionaire would have to. They're just going to let it sit around. So when you have that strong, large, viable middle class, it's really logical that it's going to generate activity, economic activity, that's going to go through every strata of society. In comparison to if you have this growing income inequality with people getting very, very rich, but not really having the wherewithal to know how to handle that money, all that money, other than just letting it sit there, then it becomes a lot easier, I think, to understand why the Democrats' way of handling the economy works better than the Republican way.